it's Dustin with Tech MD coming at you with an iPhone 12. That's 2 cameras in the back, and they're on the left side. If they're like this way, then it's the Pro. Or it's the 13, excuse me. And if it's 3 cameras, then it's most likely going to be an iPhone 12 Pro. So they just have a cracked screen, and we're just going to show you how TechMD does the cracked screen repair on these. So first of all, I just set my temperature a little high, wait for it to get to hot to the touch. On my hot pad, which usually takes about 2 minutes, 3 minutes at the most, we get some gloves so we don't burn ourselves. And we're going to start off with a pentalobe driver. And we're going to go ahead and remove these. I've seen all over the forums that people are pretty nervous about fixing iPhone 12s because of how tightly they put the screen in. But if you put enough heat on it, it'll be able to pop these up, no problem. All you have to do is just get on the side a little bit and just slide your iseasmo tool, or even you can slide like an iFlex as well. So these open up the opposite direction of the previous generation, iPhone 11. This screen is already really busted, so we don't have to worry about it. The one thing I did do is put it flat on the glass and did a bend test to see how bent it was. It was very mildly bent, so we're fine there. Concrete, huh?
Oh yeah. If you could get the bottom screen clean, that would. I can't hear music when I play it on the phone.
Okay. Well, I can clean it for sure, but your battery is bloated.
It is?
Yep.
So exactly what I was just talking to you about. So how much is it to replace that?
I don't think I have batteries yet for the 12s. I didn't think I'd see a bad battery.
So how does the battery end up going bad like that?
Usually with it being excessively charged or been left in the truck under heat, something like that.
Okay, so that makes sense. Is there any way we can do it without doing the battery right now, or?
Possibly, but it's pretty bloated, so I'd recommend doing it soon. If it bloats and gets too hot, it can crack that screen.
We'll just wait on the battery.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's not good.
Pretty bloated.
Yep. Show the camera that if it can. So if it's fluffy like this, you need to replace it, guys. All right. Well, hopefully you get in here in the next day or, well, in the next week or two. You know, I wouldn't wait.
2 weeks before I can afford a battery.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and take out these tri-point screws. I use grip tools as some of the best ones. Anyways, so we are going to take this bracket off. There is a little clip right here, and you gotta loosen that up and slide it this direction to get that clip from under there. Next, I just recommend like a plastic tool of some sort. I just use a flat one, pop it off. Spludger works as well. This is like a fairly simple, straightforward phone repair. And supposedly in the future, Apple is going to be finally providing parts to their customers, so we'll see how that goes for us. We're just disconnecting 2 cables over here with our flat tool. These very tiny tri-point screws there. Those are Phillips, and this is another tri-point screw. And then a couple more Phillips. So not too many screws here to really worry about. We're gonna go ahead and put it on the heater and get it to warm to hot to the touch. If the screen's broken, you're really not going to damage anything with the temperatures. If you're trying to salvage it, then you're going to stick with lower temperatures and be patient with it, because that can take a little bit more time. Okay, so now that we've got a little bit warmer, we're going to go ahead and pop off the ear speaker here very carefully. Take some nice tweezers. We're going to loosen up these connections here. Just wait out there for a minute.
Okay.
Just getting underneath this microphone, lifting it up. I got one more piece they gotta lift up, is right here. Try to get as close as I can to the connector and then lifting up. We set this side and hopefully it's recyclable. If not, chuck it. Where's my new screen? The customer decided to opt in for an aftermarket one. So these are okay. They're just LCD instead of OLED, so they don't go edge to edge. So they're not as good quality. I like to put my screen protectors on before I put the screen on. It actually makes it easier to put these on. I use grip from Ender Gadgets. They're just as strong as Zag. They're super high quality. They go edge to edge. So get ready to pull this. You pull and go in very fast, just like that, and you can pretty much get a perfect seal on this thing. And you just press it in from both sides. That actually helps seal it up. If you need to lift it up, you just grab your fingernail and fix a bubble underneath if there's a bubble somewhere. Alright. Now, if your frame is a little bit bent, that tempered glass could come up a little bit, just because there's some pressure from underneath causing the screen not to sit well. If your frame is really bent, I do not recommend you putting a new screen in and forcing it down, because you'll probably just crack it. You'll have to order a new frame if that's the case. These 12s tend to bend a lot easier than the previous generation because they're so thin. I figured that would happen. It's funny, I'll be doing a video on your same exact phone because I need to do there's a new technology that came out for batteries where we can literally solder new connectors on. Mm-hmm. And I need a video on the 12 because I haven't done it yet.
Cool.
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like you're like the dude that you watch on YouTube and you make it look so simple. You're like trying to follow along and it's like, shit.
I'm actually not that dude because those are highly edited dudes and we are more detailed. So you can easily follow along. I tell everybody, and I forgot to say in this video, you know, watch the video first. Make sure it's something you can do before getting into this.
Yeah.
I was telling him how I tried to do my XR and it worked great for about 3 weeks. It also just started glitching and just hitting random places on the screen.
Yeah, that's just a bad screen. So all you have to do is disconnect your battery there. Make sure that's disconnected before plugging this in. I almost forgot. Phone head move. It's a good way to zap your phone if you don't do that. Go ahead and put this bracket back on. And we'll put the 2 screws on. Yeah, I don't recommend ordering on Amazon. I tell these guys to order from Ender Gadgets, link in the description. And if you still insist on ordering from Amazon, you may have an issue with the screen because they're lower quality. And if you have an issue, then you have to send it back, take it all apart, put a new one on. That's all you had to do to fix it. Put this cable in. put this bracket underneath right here. Which I need to look carefully. And let's line up our screw holes. It's kind of jumpy a little bit.
Yeah, let's go out there.
Make sure your front cameras are sitting in there properly. I just adjusted it real quick. You can turn it on, test it if you want at this point.
It's pretty good.
And he says it's dead, so we're just going to clip it in. Seems like it's still sitting fairly flush, even with it being a little bit.
Yeah, I broke about 3 weeks ago and I'm just saving up so that I could get it fixed.
Wow.
It's been sitting for 3 weeks, been using the iPad to do all my texting and whatnot.
Okay guys, well that's it. I'll show you guys it's working at the end of the video, but please like and subscribe, and more detailed videos are coming like this in the future. I'll be doing a battery replacement with battery health replacement on this phone very soon, so it's going to require some spot welding. It's going to be really fun. Yeah, look out for that video. Thanks for watching guys. Have a good one.